This week, the Fiends watched.
The Lighthouse.
Yes, we did.
The Lighthouse, guys. The second effort from Robert Eggers.
The second effort from Robert Eggers.
The second effort from Robert Eggers. And, yeah, man, we just got out. Fresh out of the motherfucking theater, as my friend likes to say.
I like to say theater sometimes. And
He does.
Because of the time period, I'll say theater. But I will say this, Mike. I just want to point it out to all the viewers who watch us Fiends review shit. A lot of other channels that do reviews, they take days.
No.
They do all this research. They go, oh, this is my take on it because I read blah, blah.
No.
We just got out of that theater 20 minutes ago.
Literally. And so we start these by saying, just giving a rapid reaction, because I don't know what he thought. He doesn't know what I thought.
Not a clue.
So we give a short little answers. Mikey, what'd you think of The Lighthouse?
I thought it was fine. That was fine.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that was fine.
Okay.
What about you?
I really liked it.
Okay.
I really liked it.
It was a good film.
Almost loved it.
Almost loved it.
I have to let it settle in.
Oh.
But I didn't want to come on here and say I loved it without digesting it.
Yeah.
But I'm right now, I really liked it.
So close to love.
Oh, really?
Hey, man,
you know what I'm saying?
it.
You know, you meet those chicks or dudes, whoever whatever. And
Careful.
you're like, you really want to say you love them on the first date, but you really have to digest them a little bit first and
go
out
home.
Yeah, you go home and then maybe you
Think
call
about
them,
it.
then you do a couple text messages, go on a second date. If the second date goes right, you fucking propose and you say, I love you. That's how I feel about The Lighthouse right now.
Oh, shit. All right,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
I respect it.
Hey, man.
Because it actually was a good movie.
Yes, it was definitely a good movie. So,
For sure.
like we do with all our episodes, spoilers.
Oh, dude. Who would we be if we didn't spoil
We
every
wouldn't
film?
be the Fiends. We would not be the Fiends.
Guys, Fiends spoil.
That's what we do.
Don't hold it in. We let it
So
out.
this was his first movie, Robert Eggers, since 2015, right?
Right,
Is
The
when
Witch.
The Witch was. And let me tell you right now, we both sucked the D. We sucked The Witch's D like to maximum completion about 16 times each. He might have done it more. I might have done it more. We haven't. It's just been a fucking witch circle jerk.
Dude, when The Witch is done, I keep going.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, oh, you're done. So I'm not done.
Fucking love The Witch,
It's
dude.
amazing,
Hadn't
yeah.
seen anything like it. And to me, this was the same in terms of never seen anything like it.
Oh, it's definitely unique.
Yeah,
You've
it was the
definitely
same,
never seen a film like this before.
Yes.
And that's what we both said about The Witch. That's a good point.
And my point about bringing up the years was it's been a while.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Ari Aster did Hereditary, and then boom, like less than 2 years later, Midsummer comes out. It's like, all right, cool, man, you're riding that wave.
Yeah.
Robert Eggers like takes his time.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? He's like, no, I want to. I think he actually had this idea prior to The Witch.
Oh, shit.
He had an idea about a ghost story on a island of a lighthouse.
Is this a ghost story?
No. I'm saying he
that
had
was
an
his first
idea
idea.
before The Witch of a ghost story on
Gotcha.
a lighthouse. Then did The Witch, got The Witch, and that kind of went on the back burner.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's had this brewing in his mind for a long time.
And A24 loves him.
They love him.
And
They love him.
They should, because he obviously knows how to make a film.
Yes. And this one starts, I believe it's 1890, and you get two lighthouse keepers
Right.
being sent, not even being sent, they just show up on an island, okay?
Like their shift.
And the movie starts, and it is black and white, and it's letterboxed. So it's shot in a smaller aspect ratio, and there are the big black bars on the side.
Right.
And it started, and I'm like, okay, is this going to be the whole movie?
Is it gonna go
Or
away?
is it just the intro?
Yeah.
And after 10 minutes, I said, okay, cool. This is the movie.
Right.
This is what we're going to get with this movie, because he wants to transport you to this time, to this place. And
Right.
this movie does a great job of that. Holy shit, it does a great job of that.
Isn't it interesting that smaller ratio gives you just an older feel?
Always.
Right? And it's just
Always.
like, with that black and white, you're going, oh, shit. This was filmed in the 30s. You know
I
what
have
I'm
to interrupt
saying?
you. Why is my chair squeaking? I'm so sorry, guys. It's
all
my
right,
chair.
dude. It
No,
went
but I
through-
don't want it to be like squeaking. You know what I'm saying? I
You know
hate to.
what?
Sorry,
it went
guys.
through a lot the last episode.
It did. We had guys, our other podcast, Two Dopest Hope Fiends. Click on the link in the description. There's an episode that will be coming out in the next couple days with two special guests.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking hilarious. But someone else sat in my chair, so that's why That's
my
why it might
God.
be squeaking a
They
little bit,
did.
you know? Yeah.
That's what, yeah.
We got a lot of other chairs here, guys. A lot of stuff going on here.
This is more than a 2-chair household.
I just needed to address it because I didn't want, you guys to be hearing squeaking and going.
go with this?
Did they not hear that? Like, are they not professional? No, guys, we're
Assholes.
fucking professional.
Yeah.
We're just, admitting it, and there's nothing we can do about it because we're fucking live right now.
We're professional assholes.
So back to the Lighthouse.
Yeah, dude.
I think we all knew that it was only going to be 2 people.
Yes.
Because you look on IMDb from day one, it was Robert Pattinson, Willem Dafoe. I'm like, all right, cool, man. This is going to be a secluded, isolated movie and 2 great actors.
Oh, they did a fantastic job. Willem
Yeah,
Dafoe,
they did a fantastic job in this. I was just saying they're great actors. I was just saying prior, you see that.
Top notch.
And you go, okay, I'm in because it's 2 good actors.
Right.
If it was 2 no-names, you'd be like, all right. Like,
Yeah.
are they... So that's all I was saying.
I
Yep.
gave the movie some more weight to know that you were expecting great performances all around, and they obviously both delivered.
Yeah, they definitely did great performances.
And the only other person that shows up is a fucking mermaid.
Dude, can we wait? Oh my God, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, I'm saying that's the third person on
Jesus
IMDb.
Christ, man.
Yeah. So they show up on the island.
Technically, there were 4 guys in the beginning
that's true,
getting shit
that's
off the
true,
boat.
that's
So
true.
stop and can we take
Credits,
it chronologically, dude?
chronological.
Jesus Christmas.
Sure.
So
They show up on the island, and obviously, you're getting the sense that Willem Dafoe, what's his title? Because he obviously has an upper hand. I know Robert Pattinson's more of like his second, or they call him, I forget what they call them, but he's the one barking orders to Robert Pattinson, who in the beginning really doesn't say a lot.
No, his character in the beginning is super quiet and withdrawn, and the opposite is Willem Dafoe.
Dude,
he's the boss. Willem Dafoe is the boss, and he lays down the rules, and you could just tell in the appearance. One is 60-something years old.
Yeah.
One could be 20, early 30s.
Yeah.
Like, the age difference, you immediately go, okay, boss, employee, right? And that's what I think this whole movie breaks down to is a power struggle. So who's in power, who has the upper hand throughout the whole movie. And later we'll get into things about God and man and a lot of other things that this movie, I think, represents.
Right.
But you immediately go, okay, this guy's a newbie. This guy's been doing this shit for a long time without even any dialogue, dude. The first line of dialogue wasn't spoken until like 8 minutes into the movie. It was fucking crazy.
And it was the toast, if I'm not mistaken.
The toast.
I believe.
Oh, okay.
Was the first time.
Yeah, could have been. I don't remember if there was
Again,
one quick line. I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like what you said about power because it definitely flip-flops, and I know we'll talk about that.
Exactly, yeah.
So Robert Pattinson's getting put to work, and you don't know much about either of them, but you can tell that Willem Dafoe has been, like, he loves this.
Yes.
Right? It's like, yes, it's a job for him, but you could tell he loves the sea. He loves being on the island. He loves taking care of the duties.
Yeah, and the reason why he loves this is because we learn early on in the first dialogue scene that's passing around the table that Robert Pattinson is the, inferior one, and he's going to be doing all the bitch work around the lighthouse and the island. And Willem Dafoe has an obsession with the light, okay? The lantern, the actual light in the lighthouse, and he won't let Robert Pattinson go up there. So the only reason why we see Willem Dafoe and we say, okay, this guy like kind of likes it, as he was just saying, is because of that light, because he has some sort of fascination with that light. If it wasn't for that light, you would look at him and hear him talking about, oh, this guy's miserable. He's drinking all the time. Like this guy doesn't like to be here. But there's one thing about this light that is this enchantment, this abstract idea of something supernatural, something that is special in a way, and Robert Pattinson can't get it the whole time we see him throughout while Robert Pattinson's doing his jobs. Willem Dafoe's going up there, locking it, closing the door, shutting in his face. Nope, you can't go up there, right?
Yeah, it's like he says the light is mine.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Robert Pattinson is something that he can't get to.
Yeah.
And it's obviously something that he's super interested in, as we all are. It's like we're the viewer with him. It's
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, what is up there?
Yep.
Because we'll find out.
The whole movie, we should have said that, the whole movie is told from the perspective of Robert Pattinson. The entire movie is from his perspective, right? Willem Dafoe is a mysterious character. We don't know what his intentions are, if he's good or if he's bad. If there's a villain, it's definitely Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
But we're with Robert Pattinson. He is the protagonist of this movie. So we're seeing everything from his perspective. So like Bat said, that's why we kind of want it, because he wants it. It's a mystery. What's up there? So before we even get into the story and shit, I just got to say the atmosphere and the tone, the way he set this movie was fucking genius. Not only from the production side of the letterbox and the black and white, the sound, bro, the sound in this movie, there's a certain sound that starts. It's the first thing you hear. Before you even see anything, it's black and you hear some waves crashing. Then all of a sudden you see a fog and you think you see an ocean. You just hear this big-ass foghorn.
Huge.
And I'm going, okay, is this diegetic or is this non-diegetic?
Right.
Is it diegetic, meaning is it something that characters are hearing? Or is it something that the characters aren't hearing, we're hearing it as the audience?
Right.
Didn't know because it's one of those weird industrial sounds that people use in horror movies and they use in other movies to, you know, just kind of drum up emotion, whether it scares or whatever it is. So I didn't know what that was in the first 2 minutes.
I'm with you, especially in trailers. You'll hear a lot of sounds like that.
100%.
In the last decade, they do that.
I believe there's a name for those. It's the it was started with the Inception trailer.
That's it, right.
And Hans Zimmer, I think, did that. And they're called like the Hans, the Brass
Hans
or
Bells
something.
or Hans Brass?
It's not, it's something, it's like a weird long word. You guys can look it up. I'm sorry that we don't know right off the top of our head because we're idiots. But anyway, it was started with the Inception trailer. And every trailer you see now will have that dark, deep, almost Transformers sound. Like a million trailers have it. But anyway, you come to find out that this is actually the sound that the machinery and the lighthouse is making, because they show Robert Pattinson in the room with the coal, and it's so much louder in that room.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, about 10, 15 minutes we get before he's in that room, the sound wouldn't stop. It kept going. Yeah. And I'm going, is Eggers a sick maniac? Is he going to literally put this throughout the entire movie? Yeah. Every 10 seconds you're going to hear that. I go, that would be a bold move, but you can't do that because it would overpower the audience and people would fucking freak out.
Well, it's unnerving. That whole
100%.
sound itself, like, and again, we haven't even had dialogue yet, and I'm just sitting there going, ooh, each time it comes on, you're like, ooh, what's going on here? And it just makes you feel really unsettled with that loud boom that just pierces your fucking eardrums. And they did a great job of showing that when he's in the room, and then later, obviously, he starts to plug it up with cotton, but fuck, it was just a cool little thing to throw in there.
So he's doing his duties, and the majority of the first act of this movie is learning what life is like to be a keeper of a lighthouse. That's pretty much what it is. And one guy's in power and one guy is not. Yeah. And slowly you start to learn about their past. So Robert Pattinson's character's name is Thomas, okay?
Ephraim.
Thomas. Sorry. Sorry, Ephraim. You're right. I apologize.
Okay.
We'll get to it later. So we think his name is Ephraim Winslow, okay? Yeah. And I thought that was a cool last name, Winslow, like the winds were low, because after he kills the seagull, Willem Dafoe comes in. He's like, "Oh, the winds are moving now." Yeah. And Winslow, did you hear me? The winds are moving, and I'm like, awesome. Okay, that's a cool thing. Maybe that's why he chose it, because we kind of found out it's not his real name. Right. So maybe that's why it's just a little bit of a metaphor of losing sanity and shit like that. So we start to learn more about them, and we know that Robert Pattinson is just kind of like a drifter, right? Yeah. He used to work up north in Maine and do fucking, because his accent's from Maine. I guess Eggers had a specific accent in mind for each.
Smart.
And he would give them certain, like during the filming, he would say, no, say that, but like 75% slower, because I want you to sound like you're from this area of Maine or whatever it was. So Robert Pattinson was up north and comes down. He used to work with trees. And we get a vision. I don't even know what we want to call him. We see on the screen, this is our first like trippy experience of them. We don't know what to call them yet. He sees a bunch of logs floating at him.
Looked awesome. And then sort of like a body in the water, and he's walking slowly walking into the water and drowning, and he goes under the water and wakes up. So like, okay, dream, whatever. Yeah. He was a logger. And he's basically looking for work. That's what we think. Yeah, he's been doing job to job for God knows how long. Yep. And he came to this one, and Willem Dafoe's really trying to figure out, well, what brought you here? Yeah. And he slowly starts to unveil what happens, and we'll get to that.
Doesn't drink. Robert Pattinson doesn't drink. That's a big thing in the movie. Is the first half he's not drinking at all. Yeah. Willem Dafoe's drinking, saying it's the only way that a keeper or a sailor can stay sane. He said the doldrums are the number one thing the number one enemy of a keeper or a sailor is you will go fucking crazy. Right. Planting the seeds of, you're going to go fucking crazy unless you drink, right?
The doldrums are greater than the demons. I like when he said that.
Was that a line?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there
awesome.
You go.
Yeah.
So it's like depression, right? It's like, so it has things today, but regardless.
It's 4 weeks. It's fucking long. to do nothing.
Longer than 4 weeks.
Well,
I'm just saying.
The initial job was 4, which even still, dude, we went to rehab for 30 days. You're going, fuck, this is long. Anyway.
So then he gets kind of tormented by this seagull that he keeps seeing, and it's kind of just always in his way. So there's like this seagull in his way. He's trying to get in a room. It's in his way. He's trying to fill the fucking horse. He's a dead one. All of a sudden, he's been messing with it. It's knocking on his window at night.
It's fucking with him.
And he fucking kills it.
Great
and
scene.
that's where I think the second act starts.
Yes, good point.
Because Willem Dafoe says it's bad luck to kill a seabird, blah, 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 goes on his fucking folky fucking dialogue.
Yeah.
And that was our first pivotal turning point in the movie, was when he killed that seagull.
Because it was a great way to show it. Not only just that awesome shot of him just literally beating the shit out of it, but then to pan up to the top of the lighthouse, see that wind direction change, and then you just get this overall sense of, oh shit, something's coming.
Something's coming, man. And he saw a dead seagull in the oil tanker thing. He saw one dead. So he's looking at a dead one going, what the fuck?
Boom.
You see another one right there, and he's like, oh, that's not the one that's been fucking with me. Grabs it, kills it. Shit starts to change. He starts to drink with Willem Dafoe, right?
Starting to crack a little.
Because they're about to leave the next day. So he says, have a drink with me because, hey, this is your last night on this rock.
Right.
And Robert Pattinson drinks with him, and then the movie drastically changes and becomes this sort of hysteria, paranoia, losing your sanity, isolated psychological horror movie.
Yeah, you see them grow closer as shit really starts to hit the fan, but then they actually in turn start to battle more.
Oh, one scene they're dancing together, the next scene they're yelling at each other, the next scene it's that from that moment on, shit gets fucking crazy. And story-wise, that's about as far. We're not gonna, because that's after that, it's just a bunch of scenes that we'll talk about things that happen. But that's kind of the setup. And once that happens, a storm comes. They get drunk that first night, miss their relief to come pick them up, and they're on the fucking island for God knows how long. Okay,
could be months, could be a year. Who knows?
Yeah, that's basically what the movie is. That's the best way I would describe that movie.
Yeah, because when they bring up the whole, the ship's coming the next day, I'm sitting there going, shit, this has only been 25 minutes. I'm like, there's a lot. Like, obviously they're not leaving this island, so we know it's going to hit the fan.
Probably not. It was probably about 45,
was it really?
50 minutes when that happens.
Shit. Yeah, halfway through?
Well, the movie's an hour 50 minutes. Wow. So not halfway. I'm saying that was like.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Time wasn't an issue in this film. I will say that.
Then there's a bunch of other crazy shit that happens. He's having visions. He sees a mermaid dead on the beach. And you're like, what? Because that's the only other person that we've seen up until that point.
Right. That is true.
It's the only other person that we've seen when we're with them on the island. We're like, is that a human? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Goes up to it. It's a beautiful chick. He starts to go down. You see the fucking scales and shit. And you're like, yo, what the fuck, dude?
And then I think it was a mermaid vagina in the middle.
Not till later.
Oh, we're talking about, okay. Sorry.
I'm not talking about after. I'm saying, I'm saying, no. When you first see her, you don't, it just shows the scales and he backs up.
You first see her in the water, right? Right after when he goes down and he sees the dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see her.
With the logs. The vision with the logs.
But, really
but like swimming, No.
Well,
I'm talking about when she's dead on the beach.
Got you.
Yep. And there's no vagina.
Not yet. That was later.
Yep, exactly.
So what about I just want to bring up, what about the mermaid that was inside the mattress?
When he first gets there, he looks inside the mattress and finds a little doll that's a mermaid.
But it's almost like he knew did he know it was there, or did he just know something was there because it was a hole?
No. He pulls something out. Remember, it was like some nasty, weird.
Some shit, right?
No. It was like black. Remember, it was like it was like something weird, and he like sees it and he pulls it out, and that's when he reaches in and finds that.
Okay, so it's not like he knew it was there.
No,
he just saw it.
But so now we can get into theories and shit, and crazy stuff because now we're talking about what stuff means, right?
Yeah.
So you could take this movie so many different ways, okay? Because let's just fucking explain what happens at the end. So let's just say let's just go through it, and then we could talk about theories and all that bullshit, right?
So we're just gonna run through it, right? Like,
well, yeah, I was saying. So there's all this tension building up. There are so many. Every moment in this is either between. It's all between them. Every moment's between them, or just Robert Pattinson alone by himself and he's seeing shit. It's either super tense and you don't know what's going on, or it's laughing and they're drinking and they're reminiscing about stories and telling each other the truth. And Robert Pattinson says, hey, man, they get drunk and he's like, my name's not Winslow. My name is Thomas. He gives this vague story about how one of his coworkers that he was working with up doing the when he was logging, that he was saying, I didn't push him. I didn't push him. He fell.
Slipped.
He slipped and he died. It's very vague.
So vague.
We don't know if he killed him or if he didn't. I think he did kill him.
Yeah, I think he killed him too.
I think he did kill him because of what he does later in the movie. But so we're like, okay, we're getting more into who he is. But again, we're still from his perspective because Willem Dafoe is not really saying anything.
Right.
He told him that he broke his leg. That's why Willem Dafoe has one of those fake fucking peg leg things. Oh, and then he's saying he was with a bunch of sailors and they got gangrene and they were stranded on an island.
Scurvy.
He's like, dude, you just told me you broke your leg. He's like, no, you must have misheard me.
Yeah.
Something's going on with Willem Dafoe.
Right.
So, long story short, you guys probably have seen the movie, so you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, hopefully.
They get in a big fight at the end, and Robert Pattinson gets on top of Willem Dafoe, and all of a sudden, it's his guy that he killed, right?
Yeah.
It's the logger that died, because we saw a little glimpse of the back of him before, when he was jerking off.
He was.
And then it changes into the mermaid.
Yeah.
Right? And Robert Pattinson on top changes into the mermaid. Center shots, perfect symmetry. They are right there. Cuts back to Robert Pattinson. Weird look on his face. Cuts back, and it's Willem Dafoe. Almost like a Poseidon-y sea god. Yeah. So he has like coral crown coming out of his head. Barnacles on his chest and shit. And he's just punching and punching and punching and punching. Then you hear, cuts back to Pattinson. You're going to kill me. You're going to kill me. Then it cuts to Robert Pattinson. Oh no, sorry. He reads the book. He found his book.
The log,
and says that basically Willem Dafoe was writing all this shit.
Gonna dock his pay. He was a drunk. He was drinking on
writing
the job.
everything he did wrong.
Yeah.
Which is very godlike, right?
Yeah.
So God, you're sitting. This is what you did wrong. This is what you did. This is what you did wrong. Robert Pattinson confessed to him. Confession, religion. You confess. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Forgive me of my sins. There's a lot of this weird shit that's going on that is not what's on the surface. You're not seeing what you're really seeing.
Right.
But it's all ambiguous. There's no concrete answers at the end of this. So it's not like you're going to get an answer from this movie. It's whatever you take from it.
It's something that you're going to be discussing with the people you watch it with.
And that's why I love it. Exactly. Almost like The Witch. Just like The Witch. It's like, that's why you love this movie, because you're going to be talking about it. Wait, was this real? Was the witch real? Wait, hold on. What's going on?
Right.
So that's it. Cut to him dragging Willem Dafoe out like a dog.
Literally making him walk on all fours.
Like a dog.
Yeah.
Power has shifted. The power dynamic has now shifted, okay? Right. And the reason why I look at this as metaphorical and again like a folk tale, like a little bit of a folklore, is because no human, he just punched him in the face a bunch of times. No human is gonna, he didn't beat him down into submission to where he starved him for 20 days and he kept him in the basement and he fucking beat him to where Willem Dafoe's total will is beaten. It wasn't like that. No. Not at all. He punched him in the face a couple times. All of a sudden he's dragging him out. That's why I think it's more of a visual metaphor for whatever the audience wants to take it as. Right? It's like, no, Robert Pattinson is dominant over Willem Dafoe, his godlike figure, his father-like figure. He's dominant over him now. Throws him in a hole, throws dirt on him, fucking buries him, grabs the key off his fucking neck, goes back in. Willem Dafoe's back, man.
Oh, he comes back in swinging that motherfucking axe.
No. Robert Pattinson had the axe. He just didn't. Willem Dafoe had the axe before.
No, I know, but he comes in and swings it and hits him with it.
No, doesn't Robert Pattinson kill him with the axe?
Willem Dafoe takes it, slams it into Robert Pattinson's arm.
Shoulder. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So then, wait, what does Robert Pattinson kill Willem Dafoe with? The axe?
I think he picks up the axe after they scuffle.
He picks. Okay. There's a lot of fights. I forgot.
Oh my God, there's a lot of.
Okay, no, sorry, I forgot. You're right.
Chasing with axes.
No, you're right. Yeah, he comes back in with an axe, hits him in the shoulder. You're absolutely right. And then Robert Pattinson whacks him in the fucking head with the axe.
Oh yeah, just one nice dunk, and it's
blood spats
everywhere
on his face. You're like, okay, Willem Dafoe's dead. Because
I honestly thought he was in the hole dead.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Was he human? Is what we're seeing what we're seeing?
Yeah, good point.
I got some theories.
Good point. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so then the final scene of the movie, Robert Pattinson walking up those fucking stairs.
I love that crawl.
With shit all over his face, dude. I don't know if it was blood. I don't know if it was oil. I don't know what the fuck it was, because he wasn't like that in the scene before.
No, he got a little splatter off of Willem Dafoe, but not. Dude, it's like they dumped mud on him.
100%.
And just that struggle. I love that it was a crawl and not a walk up the stairs.
Loved it, dude. Yeah. And then he puts the key in the door, and the door just opens.
Yeah.
He doesn't push it, the door just fucking opens. And he kind of just like goes up and he sees it, and you finally see the light. This is the first time we've seen the light. Right? We've had close-up camera shots of the brightness and glass, and which was the light.
Yeah.
But you didn't see it in the context of a wide shot of what the light actually looked like.
Right.
This is the first time us as the audience and Robert Pattinson, like we've seen the whole movie through his perspective, is seeing the light. And holy fuck, my jaw was fucking dropped. Almost like at the end of Midsummer, almost like at the end of Hereditary, almost like at the end of The Witch. It was the same fucking effect, that the jaw-dropping effect that I had, right?
Yeah, it was
when
awesome.
He reaches that fucking hand in the light, and bro, the camera is flat on him. He starts to open his mouth and laugh, and with his hand reaching in, and gets kind of brighter and brighter, and the sound slowly fades out from what we're hearing and he's hearing, and it's his laugh, but like literally overwritten 1,000 times with some sort of effect that is flat but loud at the same time.
Super distorted, but not. Yeah.
Oh, mixed with maybe some strings or something going on. Dude,
it was awesome.
It was disturbing, bro. But he was laughing.
Right.
So it was some sort of joy and some sort of supernatural something that he finally attained, but he couldn't handle it.
Right.
All of a sudden, we don't know what it happened, but we see him fall back, falls down the fucking stairs, screen goes black, cuts to Robert Pattinson lying on the beach, missing an eye, seagulls all over him, eating his intestines. Naked on the fucking beach. Movie ends, Lighthouse, credits roll. I wanted to clap, but I didn't want to let no pass what I thought of the movie, so I just kind of, okay. Yeah. And that's the movie.
Yeah, that's
the
movie,
the
dude.
Fucking Lighthouse, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a great breakdown. Because we just went through it, though. You know
we just went through it, because now I want to talk like theories and what shit meant. We just wanted to break down the plot real quick, right?
Let's talk about some shit.
So, dude, all right, man. I was driving home in the mirror, almost killed myself looking up shit. You know what I'm saying?
I read a couple things, too.
Almost killed myself looking up some shit.
Yeah, it was tough.
So let's start with the just the scene right at the end with Robert Pattinson lying on the beach with a bunch of seagulls on him, okay?
Yeah.
I go, wait. This can mean many things. This could mean what we just witnessed did not happen, and it was all in his mind. It was some sort of purgatory. It was some sort of... It did not happen. He was been dead on that beach for some time now, and he never got to the lighthouse, and he never... Because if he fell down the stairs, he ain't going to be...
Why can be naked on the beach?
So that scene really makes it ambiguous and really makes it discussable. Yeah. Makes you want to break it down with your friends.
Right.
Was he lying on that beach the entire time, having visions of seagulls? The water was crashing on him, so he's thinking about water and mermaids and it...
Delusional.
Dude, dead. So I'm saying he's dead. Yeah. But what we saw was all in his head. Yeah. That's one theory, right?
It could be that.
Which is fucking awesome. Cool, right?
It was like a nice ambiguous, if it works.
Yeah, the whole ending's ambiguous. Yeah. That's just one theory.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, man, that could be cool.
Yeah, sure.
Another thing, which I think is awesome, is just for the entire movie. So Prometheus, right?
Right.
In Greek mythology, he stole the fire of the gods from the gods and tried to give it to the people. Okay? Fire, lighthouse. And was punished eternally by having birds eat his intestines.
I like that.
Did you know that or no?
No, I read that briefly on the way over.
Did you?
Yeah, I
okay.
too almost crashed on 95.
See, guys, that's how fucking dedicated we are to you guys. All right?
It's so quick. It's like I just got to get a little something on the way over.
Well, because we don't want to come in unprepared, especially with a movie like this.
Right. Because there's going to be a lot of theories. Yeah.
This is not a movie like we did Zombieland 2 or even It Chapter, like whatever. Yeah. This is a movie that you need to know your shit in order to talk about it for an hour.
Right.
So that's why I said I got to look up some shit. To have something to say about this because I don't even know what the fuck I just watched. I need to let it digest. I need to understand what was going on.
Now, whose punishment was it though? Maybe you read this. Whose punishment was it in Greek mythology?
Prometheus' punishment.
Who had to go up a mountain tied to a boulder?
Oh, that was the guy who. That's it. That's in another movie. It's got too close to the sun, right? Isn't it?
That's Icarus when he's flying.
Oh, sorry, that's what I'm thinking.
But I know
a
punishment was. Going
I know
up
that
a
punishment too.
I know.
Yeah. But I don't think it has to do with this.
Well, I just wanted to say, but it was cool how Robert Pattinson had to go up. He didn't just walk up that fucking spiral staircase. He had to fucking crawl up there.
Does he have to crawl up the mountain? The Greek thing?
I just think it was showing that it was super hard to get up the mountain. It was super hard for him to get up because there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to just walk up there. He has a fucking cut in his shoulder.
Oh no, yeah.
So it's just a long dredge up there. I don't know, but I got to find out which Greek mythology. It is.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah. But I think that whole Prometheus thing is fucking awesome because then I started looking at it as okay. Let me think of what I just watched. Let me look at it as Robert Pattinson's man, Willem Dafoe's God. Okay, let's look at it from that perspective.
Right.
Let's see. He's trying to Robert Pattinson's covering up all his sins at the beginning.
Yeah.
He's not telling him anything. He's saying, no, I'm a good person.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what I'm saying?
good.
I'm
I'm Ephraim.
I haven't done anything wrong, right? And Willem Dafoe, all the rules. He's the authority figure. He's telling him what to do all the time. Robert Pattinson's being a good little choir boy and doing all those things, listening to God, okay?
Yeah.
Even though, in reality, God isn't real. And sorry, I don't mean isn't real, isn't provable, and is a vague, abstract idea, just like Willem Dafoe is in the movie, how he turns into all these different things,
Yeah.
and he's and there's one quick shot in the movie where Willem Dafoe is over, almost looked like he was naked, standing over Robert Pattinson and with a light going right into his eyes. Very godlike, very Michelangelo with the fingers and shit. Just very Greek mythology like.
That was the first thing I thought of when they're on that beat. It was a great
For sure.
shot.
For
It's a
sure.
great shot because Willem Dafoe's kind of doing, he's not just standing there, he's doing like a turn, almost like the Atlas turn.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So when I read that, I go, let me think of this as Willem Dafoe's God. When I read the previous thing, I go, Willem Dafoe's God, and he's man, okay. And then, he confesses his things.
Right.
And, and then all of a sudden, he takes control of his own life. And he's like, no, fuck you. Nothing you're saying is real. You have lied to me. You can't back up anything you've said about your leg, about your history, about your past, about whatever you are, which is godlike in a sense of even Greek gods or the god of Catholicism or the god of fucking Islam, whatever the fuck you want to talk about. It's very reminiscent of that. And it started making me go back on my drive home going, yeah, dude, there's a lot of similarities that line up if we look at it that he's man, Willem Dafoe's God, and it's man taking over. But then at the end, the reason why Willem Dafoe can love the light and had the light is because he was godlike. Robert Pattinson's not. Robert Pattinson's man. So he goes up there and he's trying to achieve and trying to get what the gods have and what's the mystery of life and what is this about? This is the light that I want. And he tries it and he finally gets it, but it's his demise.
Yeah.
It's his demise. He's not supposed to know that stuff because it is for the gods. It's a God's light.
Wow.
Holy shit, dude. You're just like, oh my God, dude. What the fuck did I just watch? Holy shit, I love that. And that's what I mean when I say if you watch this movie and you just look at it as what you're watching, you might be like, oh, all right, yeah, two guys going crazy. I've seen it before. There's a lot of other things mixed in that I've seen with quick cuts into nasty sea things going into each other, and then a beautiful woman then transforms her. I've seen that stuff before. Right. But let me look at it metaphorically, almost like Mother from forgot the guy who did it, but almost like Mother, where that's way more blatant. The entire movie is a metaphor. Yeah. Like nothing makes sense in that movie. Right. This makes way more sense in the classic structure of a movie. Mother's different, but in the same realm.
You know what?
Right?
You were the one that told me about Mother ahead of time, meaning you told me the spoiler.
And how good did it make it?
Oh, dude.
Right?
Thank God you told me that.
Yes.
I'm going, okay, I know that story. I know this is from the Bible. Okay, that's great. Because if you don't know, you're like, okay, what's happening here?
And I watched it like that. So I watched Mother not knowing shit, dude. And I'm going, what the fuck?
It made my viewing great. So you just brought up a really good point. If you were to tell someone that theory beforehand for the Lighthouse, it's going to make the viewing actually amazing.
That's what I'm saying, bro, I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
If you look at it like that, it's cool. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying it was right. I didn't hear it from anywhere. I just read the Prometheus thing and I said, okay, let me look at it as he's God and he's that's all I did.
Right.
So the director isn't trying to tell you anything, which we should have said.
Right.
There's no statement if he's saying this is what this is what Willem Dafoe is. No. It's you watch it, you decide.
That always makes for a better viewing experience, but a better discussion after.
Yes.
Because the best movies are the ones that you're going to go and think about for the next few days and then text do you remember I thought this? Well, I actually think this now. Like that's what makes better movies than we walk out of fucking
Zombieland or whatever. Yeah,
you're going, okay, done. We haven't talked. Guess what? We haven't talked about Zombieland 2 since
and
Zombieland 2.
I never will. Exactly. This was.
Yeah, it's a really good point though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think one more thing I saw was.
Well, I definitely want us to talk about at some point about them, the similarities between them.
Go. Talk about them.
Well,
is there anything with the gods and stuff like that or no?
Because
I have one more thing about the gods that I saw.
Go gods first.
No, so Poseidon's son, I forgot the name, but he, in Greek mythology, is known as a shapeshifter, okay? Poseidon's son is known as a shapeshifter. Willem Dafoe mentions Poseidon once or twice when he tries to strike him down when he gives that whole monologue and shit.
He's like, have it your way.
Which would explain, if you're taking it like that, as Willem Dafoe is Poseidon's son. Yeah, okay? Right. God of the sea, all that bullshit, and he's a shapeshifter. He can transform into a mermaid. He could transform into a seagull. He could transform into all these different things and have all of this supernatural power over Robert Pattinson. Just makes it cool on another level. Yeah. So you go, okay, yeah, cool, man. Let's not look at this through the lens of what we're seeing. Let's look at this through the lens of Greek mythology,
Right.
the story of Prometheus, the power struggle between man and God. Let's look at it like that and see what we can decipher from it. That was just the last like Greek mythology God thing that I came across.
Yeah, it's cool that if you can have the movie actually be 8 different fucking things from all different religions, then it's even more just amazing.
Or not even religions, even just 8 different things.
Yes,
We're like, okay, right here, Robert Pattinson is a man who's struggling with this, and you look at Willem Dafoe as all of his demons that he's. I'm just making shit up. I'm just saying, even 8 different things. That's a good movie.
Yeah,
that's a good movie where 8 people can watch it and 8 people come out going, no, what are you talking about? This wasn't about God. This was about me and my internal struggles that I've always had with alcoholism. And I tried to do it. And then once I start drinking alcohol, that's my downfall. And then I try to get that light and get sober, but I can never get sober because I try to reset light and get sober and I fall down and I fucking die. Right. Like anything, I just made that up, so I'm not. Well, but I'm saying anything that someone can take subjectively, I think this is a movie that can do that.
Yeah. Yep. You can have many different theories. You can hypothesize all you want.
Yep.
But you're going to want to watch this movie again to really see if you noticed anything else too.
Yeah. So sorry. Okay, go back to your what you were going to say. There you go.
I just thought it was interesting. Let me know if you found it interesting as well.
I'm never going to let you know that. What
please
am I,
do.
Fucking,
well, please let them
know.
What
am I, Robert Pattinson? Fucking spilling my guts? Don't spill your beans, kid.
Or spilling your nut.
Well, he spilled his beans. You are obsessing over the jerking off scene.
I said it twice.
What?
Hey, man, how often are you going to get to see Robert Pattinson jerk it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, like when I watched that scene, it was totally what you're seeing. When he's jerking off,
of course,
the last thing you want to do is laugh. Like you're watching that going, what the fuck?
Oh, I definitely wasn't laughing.
What the fuck, bro? Holy shit. The things he cuts in there. Dude, the editing in this movie is just, fuck, man. It fucks with you because sometimes there's not a cut for 3 minutes. Then all of a sudden, one scene, there's 18 cuts in 10 seconds.
Yeah, what the fuck is he looking at?
It's all methodical. It's all fucking, well, he's looking at the fucking mermaid
well, he's
shit,
feeling
bro.
it. You know what I'm saying? He's feeling up on it.
And then he's seeing his dead friend. And he's seeing, you know when you're jerking off and you see your dead friends? You know what I'm saying? That happens all the time to me, bro.
Dude, every night.
Every time.
It's
every
a
time.
battle.
I can't
and then
stop.
I have to go, no!
Stop! Stop! All right, sorry, man.
Similarities. Well, hey, man, how strange is it that when Ephraim's telling him his story, my real name is not Ephraim.
Same names.
It's Thomas. Actually, Tommy.
Yep.
So I'm sitting there and I'm going.
Sorry, they're both named Tom, guys.
They're both
aren't
named
they?
Tom.
Willem Dafoe's named Tom, right?
They're both Tom.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm going, wait, maybe there is a little something that's going to be tying them together. Maybe,
just
maybe, Robert Pattinson is a younger version of
I
Willem
had
Dafoe.
that thought, and I said, don't do that because I'm going to murder you.
Me
like,
or you?
No, the director.
Oh, the director.
I was like, don't, this is before all the ending stuff, but
Yeah.
it was when Willem Dafoe. I'm going, whoa.
Right.
If this is a time loop thing, I'm going to hate it because I just don't think this movie should have a clear answer like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I thought that, dude, right?
Well, because how about this too? The whole leg thing. Hey man, Robert Pattinson's painting the lighthouse. Mm-hmm. They drop him.
Yep.
I'm almost positive you hear a break. Now again, it's a fall. Okay.
Yep.
He could have landed on his side, his back. I know he ends up on his back, but I'm going, ooh, did he break his leg there?
If he limped for the rest of the movie, that would have been awesome.
That would have
because then it adds another theory, 100%.
And he doesn't. But you don't get the clear answer of how Willem Dafoe got it. So I'm going, okay, this might play into it even more. How about the 2 times or even 3 times? When Willem Dafoe says to Robert Pattinson, you were the one chasing me. Or no, you were the one that broke that. Like, and it's just, you're going, well, hold on a second.
Yep.
Is that Robert?
That was during the scene where Willem Dafoe says a couple things. He says, how long have we been on this rock? 5 days? 5 years? Whatever, right? So you're going, whoa, is this okay? Right. Then he says the thing that you just said about all the similarities. So Eggers is fucking with you there going, this is, because that was the first clear direction story-wise of the movie where you go, oh, we're getting something. Before that, you got nothing. It's all just paint at the wall, and you come up with an abstract painting. That this was the one where it was a stroke of a mountain. You're like, all right, it's kind of a mountain. You got something in that scene. It told you, oh, no. This didn't happen. He's lying. This is that. They don't know how long they've been there. So it gave you, he started to drop those clues. That's the scene where your brain starts working, right? Yep. Yeah, that's the scene where your brain starts working.
Dude, just the fact of him saying whatever Robert Pattinson says about, oh, I'll take out the, whatever the fucking, the dinghy, whatever you want to call it.
You've
been saying that for 3 weeks. I come in here and you say, I'll take the ding. You're going, well, I thought it was just the same day. What's going on here? Time is fucking with you.
And then he also punches the clock at that, like right after that, right before they get in the fight. So it's like, time, there is no such thing as time right now.
Don't know.
There is no such thing as time right now.
I'm convinced that the boat was never coming back.
No, yeah.
The boat was never coming.
Yeah, you mentioned the dropping scene. That's another good point. Like, people let gods carry them and carry them through life and lift them up, and they keep them, but they're going to let you down.
Yeah.
They're going to let you down, right?
Father,
like,
why have you forsaken
God
me?
isn't real. See what I'm saying? I keep saying that, but like, there's no evidence. So it's like, man, God's gonna. It's not real. He's not really there. So you're gonna fall, right? And even Willem Dafoe screaming down, going, "You're doing it. You're wiggling." So it's another theory of yours of like, what the fuck, dude? You know? I loved it. I think I'm ready to say I love this movie, dude.
And I'm ready to go from fine to good.
Wow, dude, we turned both of us.
Yeah,
you know
dude.
what I'm saying?
I mean, again, it was a good movie the whole time. But I'm actually really, the more we broke it down.
You said fine at the beginning, dude, so don't say good now.
Why not? I changed.
No.
Not changed, but
you said good the whole time. I'm saying.
No, I mean, the movie was always a good movie.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But now, the more that we were able to dive into it, and it made me realize more things about it.
Good, I'm glad,
before.
man.
So now it's just kind of just
that's what, dude, guys. You're allowed to mold your opinion on a movie.
Absolutely.
Right? So I saw No Country for Old Men the first time. We were like, I don't know, 19 or whatever it was. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I watched it a couple years later, a little older, like 25. I'm like, dude, it's like one of my top 15 favorite movies of all time
I'm
now.
with you.
So like, you can change on movies, and we just saw this. So if talking about it makes it better, dude, we just saw it. Give us a fucking chance to breathe.
Perfect example is Zombieland 2. It actually made it worse when we were done reviewing it for it.
No
I
question.
said, you know what, the movie fucking sucked way more than when I thought it was before.
No question.
But yeah, dude, the fact that the one of the best things about this movie, outside of the filmmaking, the score was great, the editing was great, but outside of it, the fact that it's going to open discussions, and you and I will go have this talk with so many other people and our group of friends and other people, and it's just gonna. That's what makes a movie great or really good, obviously.
Yeah, or at least worthy. So it at least makes the movie worthy.
Yes,
whether you like it or you don't like it, it makes it a good movie.
Yeah.
Right? And especially from a production standpoint, you can't say this is not a good movie.
Oh, come on, dude.
I mean, guys, you watch this movie, you are literally... I forgot where I was at points in this movie. I was in this movie so much that I would all of a sudden just like, oh yeah, I'm in a movie theater. I'm not on a fucking island of a lighthouse with Willem Dafoe and hot Robert Pattinson. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, so handsome.
Actually, not hot. Maybe like
handsome.
Studley. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, he was pulling all the poon in 1890.
With the stash, dude. Yeah, man, he loved it. But this movie literally transported me, just like The Witch did. Just like The Witch did. It transported me, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't get enough of them between each other and talking and what was going to happen next because of the atmosphere, because I was never bored during it. There was never a scene that started and I said, oh, we're still with these two?
Right,
because if you feel that way, you're not going to like this movie.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, you're not going to like it.
Sometimes we like talking about the length and the pacing and stuff like that.
Always.
And dude, I'm not going to lie. When he's getting picked at and it cuts to, I go, oh shit, what? That was an hour 50 minutes. Like it went by because it was super interesting. It did keep you glued. Every scene was great.
And but okay, I'm not going to say because it could have been a little shorter. Do you feel like that?
I
feel like it could have been a little. How long was The Witch? Do you know?
I think it was shorter. I think The Witch was
an hour. I think it was like hour 40, right?
Oh, see, okay. I think it was like just at 90 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Hour 32 minutes. So that's what I mean. Is I think this movie might have benefited a little bit more if it was just a little shorter, not because of me, but because of people walked out of our theater 40 minutes in. Did you see those two people walk out?
They didn't come back.
No, they never came back. You didn't see them walk out? Oh, I saw them walk out. I was going to go to Mike. I was going, we lost two. Because this is a movie that people walk out of, just like The Witch. Wow. Guys, people walked out of The Witch.
True.
They were like, I hate this.
And it's a masterpiece in my mind.
100%. Yeah. And that's why I say maybe trim it a little bit because of that. But honestly, fuck them.
I'm always
fuck those people who leave.
But
dude.
honestly, I'm always a fan of trimming any movie. You know,
I agree.
Trim it down.
I agree.
Yeah.
No seagulls were harmed in the making of this movie.
Good thing.
Just have to say there were fake ones made out of rubber used for that particular scene, which is obviously the death scene.
Perfect.
Yep. And there was another cool one.
That you saw earlier? Or you just pulled
up we read when I was having a cigarette.
I knew there was about 40 pieces. I didn't really dive into it.
So is there 40 shit? I didn't know.
There's 40 pieces.
I know 39, you're right.
Hey.
During filming, Robert Pattinson used to beat himself in the face right before scenes and jam his finger down his throat before scenes just to get uncomfortable and get in the zone. Also, during filming, you watch this movie, you could say, was it filmed on a soundstage?
I would say no.
But what if I said yes?
Then I go, holy shit. It was?
What do you think?
Now I think it was.
See? You don't know. Because you watch this movie, it's black and white, it's letterboxed, and if you told me you film this on a soundstage, you go, yeah, it makes sense. It's small.
Yeah.
There's not these big vast scenes. You could have 100% filmed this on a soundstage. It wasn't filmed on a soundstage.
It was a real location.
100%. And there was bad weather. There was nor'easter storms coming in. It was freezing cold temperatures.
Great.
It was a crazy hard shoot.
It adds to it.
Yeah, but I go, wow, dude, that's how much this movie is unique, because you watch The Revenant, you go, oh yeah, that's not filmed on a soundstage. That's there.
Right.
You watch this and you go, you don't know.
Yeah.
And it just adds to the level of confusion and of, wait, what, like, where are they? What am I watching right now? Yeah. And I thought it was so interesting. I thought it was so compelling. And to hear that they filmed it outside in the elements and shit, I'm going, okay, respect to RP and respect to Willem D.
And Robert Eggers, RE.
You want to know even more respect to WD?
Why?
40? Because during filming, Robbie, Patty, and the rest of the crew, they stay in a nice motel or hotel like down the street. Nothing crazy. They were in I think like a town and forgot where they were. And Willem Dafoe stayed in a seaside like cottage, like a fisherman's cottage.
Makes sense.
Around the way, and wanted to get isolated and stayed in with like a little fire burning stove or whatever. Like, okay, makes sense, dude. Yeah. Makes sense. Dedication, the method.
The method, especially with him, because Willem Dafoe's been doing that shit for years.
He loves it.
But I did see the one thing that Robert Eggers took the two actors and they rehearsed for months in a hotel beforehand.
Wow.
But then on set, they did not speak to each other, and then they actually enjoyed each other's company months later after filming wrapped.
Well, okay, it's not that I read that. It's not that they didn't talk to each other. Yeah. They didn't spend any time when they weren't filming. It's not like they could go out for a drink afterwards because they were so exhausted.
Yeah, from being with each other all fucking day.
And from going like, dude, that's a physical shoot. Yeah, especially dude. For RP. Like, there's scenes that Robert Pattinson's like lifting fucking shit and dragging shit with his thing wrapped around his head. And he's just, and the rain just hitting him in the fucking face,
and then all the fights with Willem Dafoe, dude. Like, there's so much movement in a small frame. It's just, they did a really good job of that.
It was, oh, dude, it just transported you to this place to go through this quick hour, 50-minute story of these characters. That's what a movie's supposed to do, and that's what this movie did for me. And honestly, I can't wait to watch it again from the perspective of the Greek mythology and the power struggle of man and God and man wanting some sort of eternal answer to life and all this bullshit that you can look at it as. I can't wait to watch it from that perspective, because when you were watching this for the first time, you have no idea.
Zero.
Unless you did like weird research and you watch like a spoiler review.
Yeah, psycho.
Like, let me watch a fucking half-hour breakdown of the movie and then go see it.
Yeah, come on,
I'm
dude.
sure people do that, though.
Absolutely. Yeah. Dude, this day, the millennials, we're not millennials, by the way. We shouldn't be. But yeah, they're definitely going, I read it first. I was expecting it.
Dude, no. Yeah. If you're like the normal people, then you just watch it not knowing what to expect.
Going blind.
And what about the humor, man? Let's talk about the humor, dude.
There's some good humor, dude.
Yeah, good humor trucks, man. Yeah.
They had a couple farts that worked.
There you go, man. There were fart jokes literally in the first 10 minutes.
Willem Dafoe dropped a couple.
Yep. And it makes it charming in terms of, all right, these are real people, right? Yeah. And this is a real situation that's going on. And he's farting about it. This isn't some like fucking slow, artsy, like we can't, like, nah, dude. He farted and we're laughing. Farts again 2 minutes later and we're laughing, bro.
It worked.
There are moments of humor throughout this movie that I thought were awesome. My favorite moment of humor was when it's the first like real like argument. They're up in the bedroom and Robert Pattinson's drunk and he's saying, you're a shit cook, I don't like your food. Yeah. And Willem Dafoe gives him this fucking amazing, amazing monologue, and it's shot so awesome. It's a downward angle up to Willem Dafoe and he has shadows over his face and he looks towering and menacing and powerful. And he's giving this fucking almost command to Poseidon and the sea gods to strike Robert Pattinson down, and you are gonna fucking regret this. You are gonna die. It's an insane monologue. It goes on for 2 minutes. It cuts back to a wide shot, and guys, it's all one take, by the way. It's all like Willem Dafoe, remember these lines and spit them out right now, and he does. Cuts back, and Robert Pattinson is like, fine, have it your way. I like the lobster. And
it works.
That's funny, right? Like, to take such a serious moment where it's this movie about all these abstract ideas and you can take it any way you want, and what are we looking for, the metaphors and this and that, and then now we're just going to cut it back to Robert to a funny joke from this serious moment.
And it worked.
I liked it.
Oh, of course.
I liked that bar.
I say it was my fart too. I must say
it was my fart too. My favorite part too. My part too. My favorite part too.
You know what's cool about that shot too is that Willem Dafoe in that whole one take, like he was going a little in and out of focus as well.
Dude,
you noticed that,
right? It was
right?
like 3 times.
Yeah.
Where it was close on people's face and their foreheads would get blurry,
and then it comes
and
back.
then it would come back into focus, dude.
It was great.
Glad you noticed it. I don't know if my eyes were going, dude. I'm going.
I know.
The fuck,
and
dude?
it looked so good on him to be.
You're right.
He had that look of just he's like angry, but he has such a great jaw. Willem Dafoe,
dude, it's
you know?
Willem D, dude.
Yeah, Willie D has a great jaw.
He's such a great actor. He's such a great actor. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he'll get nominated for this.
He probably won't. I don't think
say
so.
that, Mikey.
But anyway, brings me to a great point. I got to give props to A24, to Robert Eggers, but not necessarily because he's a director with a vision. He just wants to make a movie. It's not his say to whether he's going to make it or not.
Yeah.
It's the studios, it's the distributors, it's the theaters and all that shit. For a major movie to come out right after the summer, we're in October and Halloween, for a fucking major Hollywood movie to come out, horror-ish, right? Promoted, like, dude, this shit was all over the place. During football games, seeing commercials for Lighthouse.
Couldn't wait.
People at my job are talking about it, like, oh, Lighthouse, like, this is a pretty big movie. Dude, a letterboxed, black and white tale from 1890 with 2 actors in it.
One location.
That's one location. That's a major motion picture release.
Yeah.
Black and white, letterbox. What? You say those 2 words. Who the fuck is going to sign off on that movie?
Right.
Who's going to do it?
A24.
I fucking love it.
That's what makes them great.
So good. And it's proven because of The Witch. Like, The Witch goes out there and it's critically acclaimed, and it probably made some money. Not crazy, but
cult following.
100%. And A24 keeps going.
Yeah.
They keep putting out these cool, unique auteur movies, and I love it, bro.
Yeah.
I love the fact we can go to a fucking cheesy Hollywood popcorn theater that's just, all fucking Transformers and Hobbs and Shaw and see a movie like The Lighthouse.
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
You said it amazingly.
Yeah, man.
A24 just gives you that validity sometimes.
I loved it, dude.
Yeah.
It just makes you have faith in horror and also Hollywood of like, oh, we're still going to get good movies. We're still going to get Shining-esque movies and movies that aren't with the times. And they come out and people are like, what? Like, just so polarizing. Yeah. Well, like The Shining was and like The Thing was and all these movies that came out that were different from what was going on. That's what these movies are. Hereditary, Midsommar, all these kind of movies. And I love the fact that we can go see them.
Dude, I love what you just said. Can we get that in a tattoo on the
Can we put it on, you know what I'm saying, Willem Dafoe's cool nipples, you know what I'm saying, dude? Was there any dong in this, bro?
No.
I don't think there was any dong. I mean, I figure you would notice.
No, I was hoping you would see Robert Pattinson's.
Yeah.
But there's some nips.
There's a mermaid nip, dude.
Mermaid nip.
There's for sure mermaid nip.
And Robert Pat nip. And Willem Dafoe nip. There's
and
3
Willem
nips.
Dafoe nip, dude.
But no dong. They did not hang dong.
They didn't hang dong. Well, you know what, dude? We got to get in a meeting with the Hollywood people, just like It's Always Sunny, and tell them, you got to hang dong.
Dude, Robert Pattinson hangs dong. You know how many chicks are lining up for that movie? Even more than they already are? Come on, dude.
Man. That was, dude, this fucking movie... It kind of blew me away in a sense of now, like, getting theories and thinking more about it. Wow, bro, wow. It hits you in the face. Yeah. This is the kind of movie that punches you in the face and you got to get your shit straight.
Yeah.
And then make a decision about it is the best way I can put this movie.
Oh, talking about it just totally made it better, honestly.
Good, man. I'm awesome. I'm glad, dude.
You are awesome.
I'm awesome. Dude, we're talking about you, dude.
I was going to say Robert Eggers. Hey, man, obviously great job in 2015, great job now. I can't wait to see what comes out in 2023.
I was going to say, don't wait another fucking 4 years, bro.
What's next on the plate?
It's almost 2020, dude. It's like 5 years.
But what a great, okay, Robert Eggers versus Ari Aster.
Yo, that's a fucking celebrity death match if I've ever seen one, man.
Who would you be more
if you had to
pumped to see?
eliminate Hereditary and Midsommar or The Lighthouse? Okay, to me, The Lighthouse and The Witch are a better pair of movies, but Hereditary might be the best movie out of all of them. That is probably what I'll say. So it's like, is it just because this guy did one better movie or because this guy did 2 better? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I agree that Hereditary is the best out of the 4.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
The next best, obviously, The Witch.
What's a better pairing, though?
I would say The Witch and The Lighthouse.
It's a better pair of movies, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Yeah, Okay, who would you rather see the next movie?
I know, that's
out?
a good question. I know.
There's only going to be one more movie. Yep. Who's going to be from Robert Eggers?
Well, we just saw an Eggers one. So it's like, I want to see an Ari Aster one because I feel like he took a step back with Midsommar.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
More in the sense that not as much as Eggers did with this. Even though this isn't as good as The Witch, I didn't expect it to be as good as The Witch.
Same.
and it wasn't as bad as Midsummer was in comparison to Hereditary. If you guys followed me on that, right? I know it was kind of bing bing, but if you followed me on that, 100%, because what I said makes sense 1,000%.
Yeah,
just hit it back. It did make sense. But I don't know, man. It's a tough call. Right now, I'd probably say Ari Aster because we just watched an Eggers movie. You know?
I know.
But after Midsummer, if you ask me, like, oh my God, dude, I got
come on, do some more of him. Why not?
But I can tell you right now, it makes me want to watch The Vavitch right now.
I love it.
Dude, it makes me want to watch it even in the theater. I'm going, I gotta watch The Witch again.
God.
I swear to God, halfway in this one, I'm going, I gotta watch The Witch
Atmosphere,
again.
dude.
Yeah.
But with this one, madness,
dude. And I love something about the sea. I've always loved. Like, I've always loved old stories about the sea and sea beasts. And, like, I always loved that. Even, it reminded me of the flashback in Tusk when he's stuck on the rock.
Dude, I could not stop thinking about Tusk this whole movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that flashback in Tusk, if you guys see that, it's the same thing. It's letterbox. It's black and white.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a story like that. So all this almost reminded me of a story that Howard Howe would tell in Tusk. If he told this as a story, you go, Justin Long will go, oh, okay. Sip his sippy cup and go.
And then fall over.
Can we talk about the brown recluses?
100%. You would tell the story. It's about Greek gods and myths.
Yeah.
And
no, not in Greek. No, I'm just saying tell the story of the movie. I don't mean like the.
Just tell the story.
I'm saying tell the story, dude. You know Howard keeps it very vague. He's not telling him about the fucking why he killed Mr. Tusk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just said I did it. I ate him.
You're right. And Justin Long would take the dick and do the thing.
Yeah.
It's
really, cool story, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Walrus dick. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I couldn't stop thinking about it too. It's the same image.
Same image.
Kevin Smith will probably respect the shit out of this movie.
Oh, I think I'm ready after an hour of talking to say that I loved it.
Okay.
I loved The Lighthouse right now.
You weren't sure before, and then it.
Well, like I said, dude, on a first date, you don't want to tell a chick or a guy that you love them on the first date. You always want to wait till the second date.
So you're telling The Lighthouse before the second date.
I love you.
Okay.
I love The Lighthouse. I'm telling you right now, I love The Lighthouse.
Want to give scores?
Yep. Sure, man. We're going to give a score. And we can't do box office because.
We could. I don't know what it made. Yeah, we don't have to. It's fine.
Yeah, but did it come out last weekend? Or
no, it just came out this past
weekend. It just came out this past weekend?
Yeah.
Nah, it's going to look stupid because then even if one of it gets it right, then it's like we looked it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like,
that's true. That's true.
People aren't going to, I don't know. That's weird, man.
Whatever,
we can say like, we can give a score of what we think it's going to make in, like
overall,
what the number's going to be in a year or whatever it is. So we'll do scores, man.
Sure. I'll let you do the score first because yours is going to be great.
Okay, dude.
I'm just saying, why not?
All right, dude.
I'm going to give this movie an overall an 8.3.
8.3. All right, I'm going to give this movie a 9.1.
Ooh.
Right now, 9.1.
Okay.
Could be a 9.2. I don't fucking know, dude. I got to let it simmer more,
The point is it's above a 9.
It's above a 9, dude. That's it, 100%.
And then I think when it's total run, I think
is he going to give another? He's doing twice for both.
Oh, shit, my bad. You give yours first.
Dude,
no,
go now, dude. Go now, man.
I kind of just say my bad.
Just go.
I'm going to say overall it's just going to do like 25 mil.
Okay, I was going to say maybe 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? $30 million. Because I'm telling you, the budget for this movie right now, $2 million.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson, he's like, all right, it's all right. I'll take a couple.
Couple $100,000. Willem Dafoe probably took a couple $100,000.
dude.
The rest is budgetary crew and all that shit.
They know the deal. They know what he came from. They must respect the witch. They must.
Yeah, I cannot say it enough, and I've said it before, and this is when I ruined your high age pick when I said Harry Potter and I started talking about Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Robert Pattinson, if you're talking about the teen people who were in a teen movie or a teen TV show or whatever, and they kind of just like picked horrible roles. And they went, I've never seen a teen actor who was famous in a fucking teeny boppy Twilight movie pick better movie roles to be respected in the acting world than Robert Pattinson. The way he's handled his career to be a respectable actor, dude. I mean, it's Leonardo DiCaprio-esque is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Are you going to be singing the same tune though when he's Batman?
I forgot.
Yeah. Do you take back what you say now?
Who's doing Batman?
Robert Pattinson.
No.
Oh, is the director?
Yeah, like what kind of movie is it going to be?
It's supposed to be Matt Reeves is directing, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's just another like story.
Yeah, I think they're.
Anyway, that's a story for another podcast.
It is.
We'll get into it now. Yeah.
But how do you feel about that choice?
I feel like you got to make your money. Even Leonardo DiCaprio was Thor, right? Wasn't he Thor?
Yeah.
You don't get my joke, see, guys? Right over heads. You know what I'm saying? No, Leo's taking roles though where he's
of course.
But I'm just saying, guys, go on his IMDb right now. Go on Robert Pattinson's IMDb. You're gonna go, what's this movie? What's this movie? What's this movie? What's this movie? He just chose small, independent, good scripts that can let him be an actor, and I respect it. I probably would do the opposite. I'd go for the big fucking.
Yeah.
The man could have made $1 billion by now.
For sure.
Off of Twilight. So
yeah.
he could have picked all these stupid roles, but he went with these cool ones to prove he was a good actor, a la Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, God. It's not even a comparison in who has the better career.
Yeah. Well, no, they're similar.
Very similar, but who has the better career is the better actor. It's definitely
I have no
Robert
idea.
Pattinson.
Oh, is it?
I
don't
think
know.
so.
Okay.
For sure.
But they're both. But my point is, you watch like Imperium, you're like, oh my God, that's Harry Potter.
Yeah.
His fucking role is awesome. He's great. Like, it's just, they didn't have to do that. It's out
Yeah.
of the norm for someone to do that.
For sure.
I know I sound like I was on cocaine this entire episode, but I
wasn't.
really love this. Yeah, I'm clean.
Yeah.
5 year, almost 6 years,
Almost
in like
6,
6 months. Well, before me, you're gonna hit fucking
8, baby.
8 years. Yep. So we are clean, but I was so excited about it. Okay, I have energy. I have to get it up. We got up to 7 a.m. today. Okay, I gotta fucking get up.
You're gonna watch The Witch
right now.
I think it's on Netflix still. That guy's voice is the best.
Yeah, guys, that's a dad from The Witch, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if he's a pirate.
All right, dude.
Man.
So, yo, I'm really happy we saw this.
Yes.
We pushed it back because we did another episode, but fucking expectations were here. Movies here.
I'm with you, man.
Didn't expect it to be that wild, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I had no idea I was gonna have all these in-depth theories and just different things that we could talk about in this movie.
They did a great job of not giving a lot of shit away.
Absolutely, dude. Oh, an amazing job.
In the trailer, yep.
Yeah, I watched both trailers earlier today. I'm going, yeah, I don't know
You
shit.
just don't know.
I go, I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
We don't know. And now, guys, we still don't know. We're just theorizing. That's it.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what this podcast is, baby.
I'm glad we both liked it.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Likewise.
Thanks for stopping by the watch one more time.
As always.
We'll be back with something next time that's gonna be fucking sick.
Hopefully.